Are you ready for my top college football pick for a game that will take place Saturday, October 28th? In case you don't know me yet, I'm Professor MJ. I made the front page of the newspaper and made several TV and radio appearances over the past week. The media liked the story of the former university professor of statistics that became millionaire and retired at age 43 to focus solely on ways to crush sportsbooks and casinos. Welcome to the best sports betting show on YouTube, my friend. Before I reveal my favorite bet of the week in NCAA Football, let me review how my betting picks in that league have gone this year. We got off to a very disappointing start with an 11, 16, and 3 record against the spread, or ATS. Since then, we have been on fire. Indeed, since October 5th, the betting tips in college football have generated 15 wins and 4 losses. So, over the entire season, we hold a 26, 20, and 3 record, a 56.1% winning percentage. Since the break-even point when taking minus 110 odds is 52%, we are piling up some solid gains. In case you are wondering, all of those wagers are shared to hundreds of members at mjpicks.com. Alright, so according to my mathematical model, one of the top bets in college football for Saturday, October 28th is the Arizona Wildcats, plus 4.5 points at home against the Oregon State Beavers. On the surface, this might look like a scary bet, since Oregon State presents a 6-1 record compared to 4-3 for Arizona. However, when you take a deeper look at the matchup, I am very confident about this game being very tight. First, let's bring up the fact that the Wildcats lost a couple of games in overtime. Also, their biggest margin of defeat has been 7 points, and that came against Washington that holds a perfect 7-0 record this season. So nothing to be ashamed of. Both clubs are coming off their bye week, so they've had plenty of time to game plan. Arizona's last game was very impressive. They crushed Washington State on the road by a 44-6 score. We're talking about the same Washington State team that was able to pull off the upset over Oregon State earlier this year, by the way. During their demolition over Washington State, the Wildcats racked up 516 total yards versus just 234 for their opponents. Talk about a nice beatdown. Since suffering their lone loss of the season, Oregon State has done nice work. But there are still things they need to clean up, including their defense. The latter gave up 453 total yards to UCLA in their last game and 448 to California in the game before that. I'm pretty confident that Arizona will be able to put up many points on the board, especially in front of their home crowd. To top it all off, my mathematical model likes this bet as well. In fact, after crunching the numbers, my model thinks the fair line should be closer to 2 or 2.5 points. At the time I made this video, I placed my bet with a point spread of plus 4.5, and some sportsbooks had plus 3.5, which is good too, in my opinion. If the line drops to 3 points, I would not be as excited about this bet, and at 2.5, I would not touch it, since it would match the fair line according to my model. My betting picks across all sports from the past 11 weeks have produced 9 weeks with a winning record versus just 2 with a losing record. In other words, we have been crushing sportsbooks badly. Just last week, we finished with 21 wins and 14 losses, thanks to our NFL, NHL, MLB, and college football wagers. Come and join the large number of smart sports bettors who are having a blast at mjpicks.com. I'm looking forward to send you the plays directly in your mailbox and via SMS. Cheers, my friend!